My name is Jennifer Hansen. I am co-owner and founder of Meta Yoga, a luxury boutique yoga studio located in Neptune, New Jersey. The number one challenge that we see with new students is that they're very insecure and unsure of how to present themselves in yoga. They've never done it before, so they're a little uneasy on how to show up on the mat. So I decided to start creating some videos to make you feel comfortable before you step on your mat for the first time. So today I'm actually going to break down what we call the Vinyasa Flow. I'm going to break down the foundation of the downward facing dog pose, the chaturanga, the upward facing dog, and of course child's pose, which is most people's favorite. So all you need is an open mat or an open room, an open mind, and unroll your mat. And we're going to get started. We're going to start off at the top of our mat, what we call Tadasana, mountain pose. Spreading your fingers wide, rooting down through the toes, gripping the mat with your feet. Engage your core, roll your shoulders back and down, feel your heart lift. Begin to close your eyes here. We always take a few moments in the beginning of class to settle in, get centered and focused, and bring in some breath, pranayama. So starting to close your eyes, finding stillness in this pose, yet energy at the same time. Start to tune into the breath here. So as we breathe in, feel the belly expand, feel the ribs rise, and feel the heart lift. As we breathe out, feel the heart lower, then the ribs, and then the belly. Breathing in belly, ribs, chest. Breathing out chest, ribs, and belly. If it helps, you can place one hand over the heart and one hand over the belly, continuing to feel each breath, expansion as we breathe in, belly pushes out, ribs expand, heart lifts, heart lowers, then ribs, then belly. Taking slow, deep, full breaths. Let's take a few more rounds here, breathing in, breathing out. Inhale, exhale. Relax your hands, open your eyes. From here, take your arms up over your head. We call this upward salute. The palms touch, look up towards the ceiling. Press the hips gently back. Engage the core. As we exhale, we're going to swan dive. Lead with the chest, hinge at the hips, fold it forward. I'm just going to turn sideways so you guys can see my sideways view. In our forward fold here, we're going to keep our knees slightly bent, our head heavy, and just stay here for a couple breaths because we are still warming up and our body is tight. So I always say take a little movement here, whether it's hips ways, shake your head yes, shake your head no, whatever feels good for you. But continue to breathe deep. Breathing in and breathing out. Inhaling, exhaling. This pose is called Uttanasana, which means forward fold. From here, you're going to slide your hands to your shins. Press your heart forward, maintain a flat back. From tailbone all the way to the top of the head. The number one thing we see incorrectly done is this pose, and they round their shoulders. You want to make sure you press your heart forward, send your hips back, lead with your heart. This is called Ardha Uttanasana. Breathing in. As you exhale, fold back down, Uttanasana. Plant the hands on the mat. We're going to bend the knees and step back to plank pose. In plank pose, your hands are right underneath your shoulders. Keep the core engaged, keep your spine long. From here, option to modify this pose, knees down. So if plank is too much for you, you can drop the knees down. Keeping your core tight. In traditional plank, we want to press our hands into the mat so hard that we're almost rounding our upper back here. We're gonna stay here for a couple of breaths. Breathing in and breathing out. Inhale. As you exhale, lower your knees down. We're gonna take what we call a modified chaturanga. This is the tricky part and also something we see done incorrectly time and time again in a yoga class. So from here, the hardest part is lowering down without flopping your body down. You want to hug the elbows into the ribs and also start to lift the hips up and the chest and the chin come down. We call that knees, chest, chin. So we're in plank. You'll hear a teacher say lower down knees, chest. Make sure you hug the elbows in. Another incorrect thing we see is with the elbows going out. So hug the elbows in, chest and chin. Notice my pelvis is lifted. Notice I look like a little baby inchworm. My chest is just about hovering over the mat. My hands are directly underneath the shoulders. So from here, my chin is on the mat. Release the hips down. Press the palms into the mat. Hug the elbows in towards the ribs. Lift the heart for baby cobra. We're gonna stay here. Breathe in. And breathe out. Inhale. Exhale, lower back down to the mat, forehead comes down. Keeping your hands on the mat, tuck the toes, press back into what we call child's pose. So we're gonna bring our big toes to touch, sinking our hips down to our heels. Knees are a little bit wider than the hips, I say about that distance apart. And then walk your fingertips to the top, drop your forehead down, extend the arms. This should be an active pose. Time and time again, I see people just kind of plop here. Your spine should be elongated. You can even lift your palms up. This is an active child's pose. Forehead comes to the mat. We're going to come back to that three-part breath here. So as we breathe in, the belly rises. Exhale, belly falls. Inhale, belly to ribs, to chest. Exhaling, chest and ribs and belly. Breathing in and breathing out. From here, we're going to come back to that plank pose, starting in the modified plank. So a quick little tidbit about child's pose. That's a pose that you can come to any time in a yoga class. So if there's a chance where something doesn't feel good for your body, and yes, yoga is all about honoring yourself, you want to make sure that you have the opportunity to back out of your pose and rest whenever you want to. There is no judgment in any yoga class that you go to, so you really should honor the body. If something doesn't feel good, we suggest that you don't do it and come to child's pose. If child's pose is not an option for you, you can come into a variation of puppy pose, where your hips are not on your heels, but your hips are lifted and the forehead comes to the mat. Some people don't have the accessibility to sink their hips down to their heels and drop down, so we can come into a higher variation of puppy pose. That's just a fun little tidbit here. So after our child's pose, we're going to come back to our modified plank. So notice, my body is on an angle. I'm not in what we call a tabletop, hands under the shoulders. I'm walking out, leaning in. If I left you here, your core would be probably working pretty hard. We're going to come into our first downward facing dog of the day. We're going to tuck our toes, lift our knees to come into plank first. I always suggest a plank. You want to make sure your hands are underneath your shoulders. Imagine a string is attached to your tailbone. You're going to pull your hips up and back towards the ceiling without moving your hands. As beginners, or when I see beginners, I tend to see them move their hands in and downward facing dog. Leave your hands right where they are. So we're going to tuck our toes from plank, pull our hips up and back. Once you make your way to downward facing dog, your feet should be about hip distance apart. Your hands are shoulder distance apart. Notice that my knees are deeply bent. If you are someone that deals with back issues, I'm going to recommend that you always bend your knees in a downward facing dog. And eventually, you can start to pedal out in this down dog. So we're bending and straightening, we're just warming up. Think of the body like taffy, right? When taffy is cold, it doesn't stretch, it doesn't move. So we're just finding a little movement here that feels good for the body. I like to shift back to plank to make sure my hands didn't move. Then I pull myself up and back. So once I'm in down dog, I'm almost gripping the mat fingertips. I'm pressing my fingertips into the mat and lifting my knuckles off. My feet are hip distance apart. My heart is pressed towards the thighs. The number one thing we see incorrectly in down dog for beginners is people don't push all the way back, so they're here. Imagine that string is pulling your hips, so press all the way back. Your head should be between your biceps here. So on the inhale, come forward to plank. On the exhale, press it back down, facing dog. We'll go through this a few times. Inhale, roll forward one vertebrae at a time to plank, spine is long. Exhale, up and back, down dog. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, back, down dog. Once we make it here, we're going to take what we call a lion's breath. So deep breath in through the nose, and a deep breath out of the mouth. Look past your fingertips. You're going to bend your knees and start to walk until you get to the top of the mat into a forward fold again. So walking. Once we make our way up here, keep your knees slightly bent, keep the head heavy, and just hang out here for a couple breaths, breathing in and breathing out. On the inhale, we're going to upward salute. Bend the knees, sweep the arms up over the head, palms touch, hips press forward, look up. On the exhale, bring your hands to your heart, come back to mountain pose. So mountain pose can be here, it can be here, whatever feels good for you. So close your eyes here. And we're just going to check back in with our breath. Breathing in through the nose. Breathe out of the mouth this time. So I'm going to go through the Vinyasa Flow one more time, a little bit quicker because I broke down each pose. So from here, starting in mountain pose, spread your fingers wide. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Breathe out of the mouth. On the inhale, sweep the arms up over the head, press the hips forward. Exhale, fold it down, forward fold, Uttanasana. On the inhale, halfway lift, shine the heart forward, spine is long, hands can come to the shins here. On the exhale, fold it forward, plant the hands to the mat. We're going to step back to plank pose. Hands under the shoulders here. Stay here for a breath, breathe in. As you exhale, lower the knees down. Lowering down our modified chaturanga. Knees, chest, and chin. Hug the elbows in, lift the hips, chest and chin comes to the mat, look in front of you. Release the hips down. Peel the heart up, hug the elbows in. Stay here, baby cobra. Full breath in, full breath out. Plant the hands into the mat, press back to child's pose, big toes touch. Knees a little bit wider than the hips, arms extend to the top. Forehead to the mat. Take a breath in through the nose, out of the mouth. On the inhale, come back forward to plank pose. Tuck the toes, keep the core engaged. Pull the hips up and back, downward facing dog. 3 cleansing breaths in through the nose. Breathe out of the mouth. In through the nose. Out of the mouth. One more breath. As you exhale, bend your knees, look past your fingertips, take some tiny steps to get all the way to the top of the mat. Doesn't matter how you get there, coming into our forward fold. Take a breath here, breathing in, breathing out. On the inhale, bend the knees, sweep the arms up over the head, upward salute, press the hips forward. On the exhale, bring your hands to your heart. We'll do one more round. Take the arms up over the head, inhale, palms touch, look up. Exhale, lead with the heart, swan dive, fold it forward. So as you noticed before, I brought my hands to heart center. You could come down this way, doesn't matter. On the inhale, halfway lift. On the exhale, fold it forward, plant the hands to the mat, step back to plank pose. Keep that core tight, full breath in. On the exhale, lower down knees, chest, chin. Take a breath here, inhale. Exhale, release the hips down, peel the heart up, baby cobra. Hug the elbows in, lift the heart. Take a breath here, inhale. Exhale, lower down. Press back to child's pose, big toes touch. Knees as wide as the mat, forehead down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. In through the nose, out of the mouth. In through the nose, out of the mouth. One more breath. As you exhale, look past your fingertips and start to walk to the top of the mat, forward fold, Uttanasana. Once you make your way there, keep your knees slightly bent, head is heavy. On the inhale, sweep the arms up over the head, palms touch, look up. On the exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Keep your eyes closed here. 3 cleansing breaths. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth. Last one. Exhale, release. Open the eyes. And that's today's breakdown of the Vinyasa Flow. If you guys have any more questions, feel free to send us a message, shoot us an email, or call us. All the information will be linked below. But I hope you guys enjoyed our video. We'll be adding a lot more frequently. And thank you so much for watching. Namaste.